check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't sleep much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe. How you know that? Promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't sleep much.
EA Sports, always proud to bring you the National Football League as we join you from Northwest Stadium, just outside Washington, D.C. Today, it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go in our nation's capital. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Come on. Hey, check that.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Now Daniels. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Ready? Get up. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19, 18.
Daniels looking to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 77, cap 60, cap 60. Go street. Ready.
Throwing now is Daniels. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Formation for the Commanders.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd down and 4. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dietrich Wise running through and dropping him for the sack.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on 3rd down. To throw is Dart. Going to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A play fake, and now it's Dart. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Brian Dable, with his background on offense, he's got a call ready, and they are going to go for it on 4th down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Dart. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a 1st down. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Play fake, and here's Dart. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Dart. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Running left is Tracy. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. On the jet sweep, here's Neighbors. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. To throw now, Dart. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. On fourth down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 77 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. First and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball at the 26, second and 7. They'll go again with Tracy. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Dart. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Giants on third down. 42 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Now Dart. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now a 2nd and 6. In motion, Slayton. Play action now. Dart. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They go play action with Dart. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To the air again, Dart. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Gano's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 40-yard line.
Got it. Ready? 19.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ready, break. Let's go now. 70 Lions. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake. Daniels. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Go.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down and 6.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here's Daniels. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Gay's kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
That ball caught by Slayton. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week one. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top roll, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On play action, here's Dart. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. Throwing his Dart. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, and this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The final shot before break. Daniels winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going to go. It's Dart. And that's going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 by 6, 60 by 6. Go street. Ready, ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Alexander. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Now 3rd down and very long.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Reach. Ready.
Now Daniels. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
never man upon. Rolling out the Durban, I will put in with some brawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a dawn.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go. 69, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Daniel's going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side, he's got Robinson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second in a couple.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Dart. On the move to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On the give, it's Tracy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All the folks in me, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, still a 1-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. A lot of people looked at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because it went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack to about the 35, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
To throw is Daniels. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Tight, 19 tight.
To the air goes Daniels. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing now is Daniels. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll look to throw again. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the Giants' 3-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Back to throw again. And it's caught. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Commanders put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Commanders 17, Giants 13.
Following a touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, who watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Throwing, Dart. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go play action with Dart. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Dart once more. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Dart. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Deron Payne in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The slot man in motion right. Here's Dart. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That's Samuel, caught left side. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
19 Chargers, 19 Chargers, 79 Broncos. Dragons 60. Panthers 50. Panthers 50. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Here's Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Now Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play call, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
60 Eagles, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, these two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Tap the 60, tap the...
Daniels going to throw for it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he's brought down.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you got to get up there and spike it.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. And now he clocks it with 19 seconds remaining. Here's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And oh no, they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th down, and they will lose the football. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Commanders, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
traveling on dividends. She said that I'm bald like a 90s symbol is. I'm getting paid talking rap on the internet. Yeah, my name green, but I ain't crab, I be generous. LA to Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manor Pond. Rolling out to Durban, Marvel pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to my